ass coach. He don't remind me about a hit where I hit a boy so hard, they start praying for the dude. No, I'm like, man, I felt it too.
Young Apollo with the win.
We already going.
We going. Take.
Hey, Roy Gillis, Centex Sports Network. We're here with another one of these Waco High Lions, Mr. Moore. And, you know, when you look around and you see all of these players that came back for this coach today,
Yes.
Y'all had some kind of family thing going on at Waco High.
You know, let me preface, a lot of the guys here grew up together.
Mm-hmm.
They go all the way back to the Elks.
I heard
the
it.
Pee Wee football team.
Yeah.
And I was honored to come from Dallas, Texas. I transferred. I was at Hillcrest High School, and I came to Jefferson Moore my sophomore year. I was terrified because I knew how great the athletes were in Waco. But my dad said, you go on down there, you can play with them boys, but they got a great coach, and he's a good man of character, and he's got a great staff. And that coach was Johnny Tucson. So that was my entree into Waco at Jefferson Moore.
How was it mixing in? You coming in, you the kid from out of town.
I'm the kid from out of town. It was tough, man. It was tough.
Then that first day of school, I'm sure they was like, well, who is this new kid? Then you go play football. You taking somebody's spot.
Take somebody's spot. Yep. So let me give it to you like this. I came early, okay? And I think it was still during the summer. And I remember going to the field house to get my paperwork done, enroll in school. But I wanted to come early so I could kind of get a lay of the land, right? See where all the bodies buried. See where all the cliques are. You know, find out where the cafeteria is. And I met Trell Payne. I think you introduced him or interviewed him earlier. And he was the first guy I met. And he said, Eric Moore, that kid, because he's got a photographic memory. You're the kid from Dallas. We heard about you. And so it just kind of went from there. And that was my ticket into the group. But I knew with hard work, I knew that if I just applied myself and did the best I could, whatever was going to happen, right? And I still live by that code today. And thank goodness I was able to get a spot. Thank goodness I was able to be accepted because there's some good guys, man. These some good folks. Right? There was good folks then. They came from good folks, and they're good folks now. And so it worked out. So I had a chance to be a part of something really special.
So you talked about coming in as the new guy into the squad here with all the different guys.
Yes.
When you got there, tell us what some of those practices were like when you got there and you got to see the level of talent that was just on the field all at once.
Man, I've never been around so many fast guys in my life, man. Everybody was fast. The linemen were fast. And it taught me that to be great and to be good, you got to take it up a notch, right? And Coach Tucson instilled hard work, but he also instilled character. And he said nothing came easy. And it wasn't just him, it was in all the players that played for him. And so if I'm slacking, a coach didn't have to check me. One of these older guys checked me and said, that ain't how we do it here. And so I learned quick. I never forget covering Donna Harris. This is at Jefferson Moore, covering Donna Harris. Donna Harris was all everything back then. Baseball, track, everything. Donna was a wide receiver. I was a defensive back. Donald lit me up on a play, and he talked to me so bad. He talked about me so bad, man, my little feelings was just gone. Right? And I said, okay, game on. Right? But he made me better. And I said, that ain't going to happen again. Right? And then my game increased, my speed increased, my knowledge increased, and with that, my acceptance increased. And so by the time that summer was over and it was time to start the season, I was in the club because they knew they ain't got to worry about me. I got this corner. I got this corner.
So when you left Waco High, you go to A&M. At that time, A&M was really a powerhouse.
Yes.
At that time. What was that like moving out of small-town Waco? Good program, but A&M was on a whole nother level back then. What was that like?
You know, that's a really good question, and I'm going to be straight honest with you. We worked harder at Waco High. The intensity of our workouts were harder at Waco High. And we would practice at Waco High, and me and Ted Long and a lot of other guys, after practice, guess what we would do? Practice. Right? Who does 100-yard lunges with two 40-pound plates on your back after practice.
Y'all was doing this in high school.
We was doing this in high school, right? Who does the Nebraska agility drill where you're on all fours going through the mud and doing all these kinds of things? Who's in the playoffs? I think it was our senior year, getting ready to go play at Texas Stadium, and we had to play in the heart of Texas Coliseum to practice because it rained all week. And we stepping through cow manure, horse manure, to get ready for a playoff game, right? And so when I got to A&M, yes, it was a different level. It was an outstanding program. But Coach Tusa and Waco High in the city of Waco prepared me for that. And so I was ready. I was ready, and it was an honor. But the most important thing that was instilled in me was character.
Yeah.
At Waco High.
At Waco High. Because I had a chance to be around a bunch of kids from other programs who didn't necessarily, even kids I played against in the Southwest Conference, they didn't have that level of character. And that's one of the things I carry. The body's broken down, but I still carry that character with me.
Yep. Go ahead, Jalen.
So when you talk about that character and all the things that Coach Tusa has instilled in not only you, but all just the men that you were able to see around here, go ahead and give us one of those Coach Tusa stories that really stuck with you throughout life and what you were able to kind of keep with you.
You know, there was a couple of things. The first thing, Coach chose me to be the president of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And I'd never been in a leadership position like that before. And he said, Eric, you know, you're a good kid. And this is an honorable opportunity, and I think you're ready for it, right? And I knew football, but I didn't know, I'm a kid, right? Doing kid things, man.
Exactly.
But he showed that he had confidence in a young man to lead something. And so that was one thing. But something that he would always say is that it's about football, but I'm a builder of young men because one day you're going to be a father. One day you're going to be a member of a community. One day you're going to be a husband. One day people are going to look up to you. So football is football, but I'm trying to build young men.
That's good, man.
Right? I'm trying to build young men. And that spoke something into me, right? That spoke something into me that has never gone away. And I do some public speaking sometimes, and I tell people, just speak the truth, right? Just speak truth to people when you have an opportunity because the subconscious remembers everything. Now, the conscious, you may not be able to retrieve it all the time,
but the
subconscious remembers everything. And that man spoke to my conscious and my subconscious, as well as the rest of the coaching staff.
Eric, we want to thank you so much for stopping by. So many stories, so many great stories. Coach Tusa, and he had over 35 years.
Yes.
Over 100, I think I saw an article, 104, 107 Division I players.
Yes.
And you being one of them. Thank you so much for stopping by. What are you doing now?
I've got an investment firm, partner in an investment firm in Dallas called the Invicta Funds. We invest in early startup technology companies, sustainability companies, and we're also producing movies.
Boy, he's doing it up. You still going. You still going. You still going through the workout.
I got a son that plays tennis. I got to be able to afford that.
Yeah, that's one of those expensive sports.
So all good. But thank you guys so much for what you do.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity to share this story. And we pray and hope that it is crystallized and really crystallizes a great man who's done great things for this city and who's touched a lot of lives in a positive way. So thank you guys for the opportunity.
Thank you.
that.
Roy Gillis, Jalen Gillis, Centex Sports Network. We'll see you the next time.